Our cozy corner is in desperate need of a full makeover. This monstrosity of a greenhouse has to go. We have a lot of weeding to do. Our plants are all dead. Right now, the rainwater just comes straight to the cozy corner, so we need to redirect that. The rug is disgusting. The umbrella's broken. I have literally hated this thing since the day that I got it. It didn't come with all the parts, and they said they couldn't just sell me the extra parts. Then me knowing basically nothing about greenhouses, I made the mistake of moving our army of succulents out to the greenhouse because people kept saying, hey, you should have your succulents in a greenhouse. They'll do so much better. I needed to do it slowly, but I did it all at once and it literally killed the entire army of succulents. I am gonna keep the pieces to see if we can do something with this at a later date, but I don't have high hopes. Snake, there was a snake. Oh my gosh! Do you see it? Do you see the snake? Oh, it's a little guy, but I'm still scared. It's underneath that thing.
Under this thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably already left.
See it?
I do. I just don't know what type of snake it is. I just don't want it to be like a baby copperhead or something.
Josh scared it away. Now we can weed whack. Whew, okay, much better. It's almost sunset and it's about to rain, so the last thing we're gonna do tonight is attempt to redirect our, what's it called? Gutter?
Hello! Hello!
This thing is so much heavier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I can actually lift this. At least there's no snakes under it. Ooh, there's weird big bugs though. Are those cicadas? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I ended up taking that concrete thing and just throwing it underneath the deck because that's as far as I could move it. We're almost out of daylight. I'm gonna move just like everything out of the cozy corner so tomorrow we can start with a clean slate. We definitely got a lot done today, but we definitely have a lot more to do. So I think I'm gonna run to Lowe's and pick up a bunch of stuff. We definitely need more mulch. I might get some more plants, but let's hold off on that until we get everything else set up to figure out exactly how many plants we're gonna need. The main thing I know I wanna get from Lowe's is some form of like a hanging tarp, like some sort of a canopy to replace what our umbrella was doing. That way we can still have like a shade cover without having to worry about the base and the pole in the middle of the cozy corner. All in all, not bad for day one. Last night at Lowe's, I bought this tarp, and while it technically fits, I think you can see the problem. So this is the vision that may or may not work. I think I can use this pipe and use this T-fitting. I think I can take this through here, and I think I can attach this to the fence, and I think it's gonna hold up our tarp. I feel like the silver is gonna be kind of an eyesore, so I'm gonna spray paint them off camera so I don't get any paint on you guys. While our poles dry, I wanna try to get the trellises put in. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I cannot stress that enough, but I'm thinking I can use these poles. Okay, let's mark exactly where they need to be. One there, one over here. I think I can just put these in the ground a little bit. Do my best not to break our concrete mushrooms. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I don't even care because I think this is gonna work. And we're gonna have vines growing up this so you won't even notice those wire ties. This is a bench that my dad and I started building together like 6 months ago. At my parents' house, he and I cut all of the pieces to like the exact size we were gonna need to make the bench. And we went ahead and pre-drilled it and got it all ready to go. That way I could travel with it in my car. So I've just had these pieces for like 6 months trying to figure out if I wanted to like wood burn it, if I wanted to paint it, where I wanted to put it. Now I think I'm finally ready to put it together because I know what colors I want to paint it. I know for sure that I want it in the cozy corner and it's gonna be super cute. Before we prime it, I'm gonna wipe it down because it has been outside for 6 months. This primer is supposed to be like a quick dry in 30 minutes primer, so let's test it out. I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes, so we'll come back and check on these. This tarp has been a journey and a half, but I think we figured out what to do. If we have one side taller than the other side, it gets rid of our drooping problem. So up here, it's like really, really tall, and then it kind of swoops down to the other side. Low-key, I can't believe that this worked. It's a little more swoopy back here than I would have liked for it to be, but that's because where it has to be attached to the deck up here is a few inches off from where it can be attached to the fence back here. This is just incredible. This is so much better than having like the awkward umbrella stand and pole to like work around for whenever I was trying to choose where to put furniture. I'm so excited. Haley and Josh are saying hi. I've been painting things for the cozy corner all day. Before we bring anything back into the cozy corner, let's add some new mulch. I know that getting rocks for the cozy corner would be so much better than mulch, but rocks are so expensive. If y'all know where I can get cheap rocks, please let me know. And people said I would never use my tiny rake. Y'all, I think for now, our cozy corner makeover is complete. Obviously, throughout the spring and summer, I'm gonna keep adding things to the cozy corner like plants. This summer, we're also going to be doing a backyard garden makeover. I still need to decide what I'm going to plant here to go up the trellises. I think I want to add more to our wood burn sign, and then I also need to finish it so it'll last longer outside. I want to get a hanging plant for this little hook. Today, I went ahead and planted some peppermint because peppermint is good to repel wasps and spiders. I set some pots here just to kind of get an idea of maybe what I want to do in the future. I'm just going to wait a few weeks to plant here because we are still technically not out of our frost season yet. Over here, we have our concrete mushrooms and our little fairy lights. Up here, we've got some bird houses and we've got some lanterns. One of my favorite things in the cozy corner are these stepping stones that look like big pieces of cut logs. Over here I hung the plant hanger that my dad made. Now I don't want this one to get messed up outside. I just wanted to hang it up to see if I like the aesthetic of it, and I love the aesthetic of this, so I'm going to be making one with some sort of a different fiber that is specifically going to be hung outside. I just can't believe what a makeover this has been in the last couple days. This space feels so cozy and so inviting. This chair is kind of falling apart, but that's a project for another day. I love laying in this hammock and crocheting and reading. I hosed down the rug and y'all, it looks brand new. I'm so glad that I finally finished putting together this bench that Dad and I started making, and then I painted, and then Josh and I put together. I did this last part kind of on a whim. These were shelves that I bought for my bedroom and then just never used. So I used the same outdoor primer and paint to just paint them, and look how cute that is. I'm so happy with how this cozy corner makeover turned out, but I am completely open to hearing suggestions. So if y'all have any ideas for the cozy corner or for my upcoming backyard garden, let me know in the comments below. Oh, and if you're new here, I'm Hollyana. Welcome to the Sunflower family. I'll see you in the next one.